Hello, 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 and welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, my name is Nwabisa Machochana Mentor, and here we do everything money, marriage, and motherhood. And if this is your second time coming on to this channel, welcome back, honey. And I do hope that you are subscribed. If this is at least your second time, third time, I think consider subscribing because there's something that you actually do like here, and I would love for you to join our family. And if you enjoy this video, do give it a thumbs up because it does help with the YouTube algorithm. Therefore, more and more people will be able to see the content that we create here. Okay, I think let's go straight into it. And before we do, I would like to welcome our new subscribers. I do notice you guys that are hitting that subscribe button, and I do truly, truly appreciate it. And I really do hope some more people do uh subscribe to my channel, because I did see that only 22% actually now currently is subscribed viewers, and 78% are not subscribed. So I would really truly appreciate it. It doesn't cost you a cent. Okay, so let's go straight into the video. And as the title said, there are 10 habits that we'll be doing this year in order for us to pay off our debt. Now, these habits are going to be things that we did try implement last year, but ended up not falling through. So this year, we are going to be strict on them, and we are going to try and implement them so that we are able to pay off the debt. Because if you remember in my previous video, and if you haven't watched it, do go and watch it. Because currently we have 1.6 million of debt. So our plan is to knock off the debt one by one. So let's go straight into the video. Now, do stick around for the last point, because I think the last point is priceless. It's priceless. One of the best advice that I can give you. Okay, so the first one is that we are going to pack lunches for ourselves. The biggest money that we spend is those small amounts of money that we think don't actually add up, and they actually do. For example, if my husband and I don't carry lunch, we end up using what, plus minus 80 rand, 90 rand. So let's run it up to about 100 rand each of us, because we don't work in the same place. So he spends maybe about close to 100 rand, and I also spend close to about 100 rand if we don't pack lunch. Now, if we don't pack lunch each and every day, and we carry this amount of money, this 100 rand each, that will then mean that's 200 rand a day, and that is 1,000 rand a week, and 4,000 rand a month, which is that 4,000 rand could have gone towards paying off our debt. So now this is why that we are making sure that we pack lunch each and every day when we go off to work. We do this by either making lunch in the morning, or we carry from the supper that we ate last night, and then maybe we add some fruit and some juice so that we can be fulfilled for the rest of the day while we are at work. And this has helped us significantly, because we are now saving from money that we would have spent at the canteen. Now, point number two is that we are going to be buying food in bulk. Yes, we are a big family, as in my previous videos I've stated that we are a family of six, and so we already buy food in bulk, like our rice and our flour. We're buying 10 kgs, because at least that carries us through to about a month and a half. So now we are going to continue obviously with that, because that has been assisting us so much. But what else that we're going to be adding on is that we're going to be buying like things like spaghettis, also in big amounts, our spices, milk, all the things that don't go off quick. We are going to be buying those also in bulk, and also nappies for the little one. We are going to try and buy those in bulk, and also buy in in bigger quantities, so that for the upcoming month, if we want to take money from that and channel it into something else, we are able to, because there's still some money left from, I mean, there's still some items left from the month that we bought extra. So that is our plan. And also, we are going to make sure that for the baby, we cook most of the food that he eats, in order for us not to be buying a lot of processed food for him, because it does also add up. For example, like a purity is about 16 rand for each, and he eats that only once and then it's done. But if we cook for him, and he's then able to use from the food that we already have bought in bulk and the fruit and veg that we have at home. So that's also number two of our way that we are going to be saving for paying off our debt this year. Number three is that we are going to be making extra payment from the side hustles that we do. I did make a video about the side hustles that we have. Do go and check it out from my previous videos, and you'll see that that we'll be taking money from those side hustles and putting them off first, taking from that and paying our credit card, because that is the debt that we're going to start with first, because we are going to be using both the avalanche and the snowball effect basically at the same time, because the credit card is the smallest of our debts, but also it has the highest interest. So it's basically using both the snowball effect and the avalanche as well. Okay. Then point number four is that we are going to be putting investing on hold currently. I did make a video about our streams of income, and one of those streams of income was that we get dividends from our investing portfolio that we have on Easy Equities. But now we are going to put that on hold currently, because we want to channel the money, any extra money that is coming in, towards our debt. Another thing that we're going to be doing, which is point number five, is that we are going to be putting money aside for things that just pop up during the course of the month. Because another thing that makes us end up using our credit card is that there's always these things that pop up. For example, the kids' school. For example, currently now we have a cake sale that's coming up that is going to need money. But now, because we have money that we've put away for things that just pop up in the middle of the month, we are going to be able to take from that money and use it for whatever thing that comes up. So we would then avoid using the credit card, because if something had popped up and we didn't have this money put aside, we would end up having to use the credit card. So now we are making sure that we do budget a small portion of money that is going to be used for things that just pop up during the course of the month. Okay, then point number six is that we are going to continue saving for emergencies, because, for example, currently, currently, our geyser burst. Ne? Our geyser burst, and we have contacted our insurance, but we have an excess fee that we need to pay. So if we did not have any money put away for emergencies, now this would mean we would have to go into the credit card to be able to pay this excess fee. But now, because we've been strict in putting money away for emergencies, we do have this money cash, and we are able to pay off this the service provider that is going to be replacing our geyser. And point number seven is that we are going to be budgeting. Yes, we do budget. Well, we've been budgeting for the past few years, but another skill that I learned is to do a budget, right? And then put the amount that we've budgeted for, and then we write the actual amount that would be used when we were paying off whatever it may be. So, for example, let's say we had budgeted 2,000 rand for grocery, then we end up using 2.2. Now we've been able to see, okay, for January, yes, we had budgeted 2,000 rand, but we actually ended up using 2.2, and then we actually ended up using, like in February, we ended up using 2.5. So then we see that, okay, budgeting 2,000 rand is actually not realistic. Therefore, we should be adding a bit more, so that we are not frustrated during the course of the month that things are not going according to plan. So that is another skill that I've learned in terms of budgeting, which is helping us a lot in our budgeting journey, and we are strict. We have it written down, and before both paydays, which is now beginning, no, not beginning, sorry, which is now in the middle of the month and at the end of the month. So we sit down at least 5 days before our salaries come in and before the tenants start paying. We sit down 5 days before, and then we go through our budget, that okay, this is what needs to be paid now, this is what needs to be paid off later, this is what we've already paid, this is how much that we actually need to budget for going forward. So that is what we are going to continue doing, and we are going to continue being strict on, so that we can pay off our debts and have some money, that is whatever money is left after we've paid everything. And another thing is that with the emergency fund is that we are making sure that this makes us feel good, because it's making us know that we've paid ourselves first before we've even paid off any debts and anything like that. We take money for ourselves, which is then also makes us feel, some sort of some sort of way, and actually motivated to actually continue paying everyone else, but at least we've put ourselves first, right? Point number 8 is that we are going to continue paying off insurances and making sure that our insurances are paid, because they've been coming through for us. I don't want to lie. I got into a car accident last year, and my car insurance came up, and they fixed the car. I think it was almost 50K. Now imagine if we didn't have that insurance, where would we get that 50,000 rand? It would mean that we would have to take out more debt. You see, so paying off your insurances, also your home insurance, your home contents insurance, so that when things like our geyser bursting, we are still feeling that like we are covered, And if we were to have a break in, God forbid, we would then obviously have this home and contents insurance that would also come through for us. So don't take paying off your insurance lightly. It is something that is going to pull through for you in your moment of need. So continue paying, because I know in the past, the first thing that you think that you don't have to pay is your insurance, because you feel like I have to I have to pay for transportation, I have to buy food, I have to pay rent, but at least insurances, you know they are always the first thing that goes when people are in a tight corner. But honestly, do not take paying off your insurance lightly. It will come in handy when you least expect it. Yeah. Okay. So now point number 9 is that I'm going to finish off books. My financial books that I bought. I did read most of them, but then I always like end up stop reading mid book, or So now I want to finish off reading those books. But another thing that I also want to do is that I want to put away at least 200 Rand each and every month, so that we can continue buying more books, or even doing courses that are with regards to budgeting, financial education, all of those seminars that we can attend. These are things that are going to equip us in order to be able to actually grow our wealth for our kids, and also for our retirement. Now, the point number 10, which is, it is a great idea, marvelous idea. And this is something that we did also when we were paying off our debt during the debt review process. Now, this is joining a stokvel. The stokvel that you are going to join is not the stokvel where you save money for at the end of the year, where you buy groceries for December, or you get money, then you splurge it on December. No, this is a stokvel where 11 people that you trust are going to come together, and you, for example, the one that we have is 1,000 Rand. So each and every person pays 1,000 Rand to that specific person for that specific month, and then you take the stokvel money and you go and and pay off a certain debt. So if there's 11 of you guys, 10 people are going to give you 1,000 Rand, which is then 10,000 Rand. And then you're going to take this money and you're going to pay off a certain debt. Then you're going to continue saving, paying off that loan or stokvel. So now this is basically an interest-free loan that you took to pay off your debt, in place of you taking the extra 1,000 Rand and paying off this certain debt. Because now in this way, you have paid off in bulk, therefore you are saving on the interest. Ne? by taking an interest-free loan from the stokvel. I think this is a marvelous idea. And this is what we did now currently with our credit card. We got a stokvel, I think, in February. Yes, February. And we've taken all of that amount of money and we've channeled it towards the credit card. So we take 10,000 Rand. So now, so if we were going to pay each and every month, the interest was going to go off, yes, slowly but surely. But now in this way, it goes off instantly. You see. Okay, I do hope you implement some of these some of these things that I've told you guys, and you implement it in your own life to pay off this debt, because we are fighting. We are fighting for our lives. We're fighting for our lives, making sure that this debt is paid off. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.